What's up everybody, it's CJ, and I'm back with another Sims 3 world overview, and today I'm going to be looking at Felsdorf. Now, this is a world by I Like Tarot Cards, and I Like Tarot Cards actually released another world alongside this one. However, I don't want to confuse y'all, and I don't want this video to be super long, so I'm going to just basically look at one of the worlds today, and maybe we'll look at the other world in like a week or two. There's like a lot of worlds that I need to look at, y'all, in general, so I may look at the other world next week or the week after. The other world, by the way, is called Onsbrook am Swansea. I think I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. They both to be based on mountain village towns, and from the screenshots that I've seen on the download page, they both look really good in the wintertime, especially when it starts snowing. However, I didn't really want to make it snowy for the video because I just want to see how the world normally looks. But from the screenshots I've seen on the download page, both of the worlds look really beautiful in wintertime. Now, there are some things that you have to know about, I'm assuming both worlds, but I don't really know if everything applies to both. So for one, you need every expansion pack. I'm going to assume that applies for both of the worlds. You're going to need every expansion pack. I'm not sure about stuff packs, and I'm not sure about store content, but I do know that it says that you'll need every expansion pack. Also, you will need CC. So there's a good amount of it that comes with the world when you download it. However, inside of the download folder, you'll see a file that says list of CC that you still need. That file will give you links to download some additional things that you'll need, so I urge y'all to go check it out. There's also a file on how to install everything if you're kind of confused. And also, there's another file that I urge all of y'all to please go read. It's very important. This is a file that basically gives you issues with the world, like it tells you about like known issues. For example, there's like an issue with, I don't know if it applies to all of the doors, but some of the CC doors and archways Sims can't use for some reason. So if that ever happens to you, all you really need to do is just go into build and buy mode and just replace the door, you know, with the version of itself, like delete it and just replace it down. There's also an issue sometimes where Sims will walk through decor pieces. Nothing bad happens, they just kind of phase through it or walk through it. So, you know, just that's something to know about as well. One of the train stations, I don't know if it's the one that's in this world or the one that's in the other world, it like sometimes bugs out, and I don't really know what that means. It just says in the files that it bugs out, so I don't really know. Maybe you have to reset it, I'm not sure. There's also something to know about, like when you first pull up the world, you may have to wait a little bit before playing because, you know, it may lag a little bit because it's a Sims 3, so just give it some time. There's also something to note about a castle. I don't know if it's the one in this world, it may be the one in the other world. There's something about the castle where if you try to edit it, sometimes the game will crash, so it's good to save if you want to edit it. It says in the instructions, it says if you want to edit something in the castle, be careful. Save before you do. It says don't hover over all the castle pieces with all the basic tools, excluding the hand tool. Don't copy, don't use creative style, and don't delete them with the hammer. Simply select them with the hand tool. I'm warning you because there's a 50-50 chance that the game will suddenly crash. I don't know why, lol, but place them from the catalog. All pieces are found in by debug. For some reason, one tower can be found in decorations, various. And then it also says in the save file for Osbrook, accidentally put the Inra's relativity hunger up to 4, which means hunger goes down 4 times faster. Oopsie. Of course, you can easily change that back to normal in the setting and at Town Hall. Only happens when you play with relativity, so I don't have that mod, so I should be okay. So that's also something to note as well. But like I said, y'all, please go read the known issue page because there's some good important stuff in there as well. But without further ado, I want to go ahead, y'all, and check out this one. So again, this one is Felsdorf. This one, in my opinion, is the smaller of the two worlds, so I want to look at this one first. Now, I think what I'm going to do is most likely start on this side of the world, and then we'll kind of just go over to this side. So as you can see, the world is not really big at all. It looks like we have some additional empty lots back this way, but it doesn't really look like it's that big. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I'm going to start way over here, and I guess we can like check out this little area. Maybe we can check out Elliot's house too, since we're so close to it. So this appears to be like a campground. Again, some of these titles I cannot pronounce. I noticed that it says camping in the title, so maybe it's like a campground. Let's just check it out and see what it has to offer. So yeah, this does look like a little campsite kind of. So I think maybe this is like where the bathrooms are, for example, and I'm assuming you like enter in this way. So like we have the sign. This right here is where the bathrooms are. So if we scroll down, as you can see, we have our toilets, we have our sinks, we also have a couple of showers in here as well. Again, these are custom content, by the way. There's like some showers in here as well. And then if we circle around, I guess we'll go this way. So if we circle around over here, we have a little sprinkler. This appears to be somebody's house. Now, oh, by the way, too, I forgot to mention this world is populated, but Osbrook, for example, the other world, is not populated. But there is a save file that is populated for that world. But this world, Felsdorf, comes populated already. Oh, wait, this is cute. So we have like a little kitchen area right here. We have our dresser. We have a little TV, a bunk bed. We have noodles underneath it. There's also some trunks over here in the back. And by the way, y'all, this right here is store content. It's the coat rack. I believe it comes from like one of the jazz sets on the Sims 3 store. I can't think of the name of the set, but it's like one of the jazz sets. So it does look like this world does at least use one piece of store content. I don't know, probably more, but I know at least it does use this, by the way. So that's basically everything for here. We'll check out some of these houses. These look like cabins. Let's see what's on the inside. This one is cute though. Wait, hold on, let's turn the lights on. This one is cute. Ooh, it kind of has like a nautical kind of aesthetic too in a way. So when you first come in, we have a little dresser. We have our bed right over here. We have some posters of a hot babe. Over here, we have our kitchen. We have our table. And then if we circle around, we have a couple of bookshelves here by the door. And then we have like a living room section. So we have our couch. There's a fireplace. There's even a scratching post and a little cat bag. And there's also a food bowl. So it looks like the house is so small, but it looks so roomy and it looks like it has a lot of space, right? It looks small and big at the same time. If we go in the back deck, we have a little lounge chair and then we also have a table out here. And that is pretty much it for this house. Now, what about the one beside it? I think these two, I know Elliot's house is empty. I think maybe these two may be empty, y'all, for us to fill up. Yeah, so like, for example, this one, it just has a kitchen and a fireplace, you know. And then Elliot's house has the same thing. So, yeah. At least there's like two where you can furnish yourself if you want to. It has, I guess, some stuff to get you started, but it's mainly empty, you know. It is right by the water. There is like a little boat over here. This one is just decor, but there is like a little pier. Oh, you can't even walk on the pier. Okay, never mind. So I guess all of this is decor, but you can swim in the water if you want to and fish and stuff like that as well. So you do have an option for that. If we go over here, we have another trailer. Oh, we even have like a little car in front of it. So inside of here, we have a kitchen, we have our dresser, our bunk beds, and we have like a little mini TV in here as well. And another coat rack, you know. If we go in the back of the lot, we have an venting table, a table out here, trash can, and there's also a grill and a plant out in the front. And then over here, we have our Fortress Teller's wagon. And I believe that is everything for the little campsite. Let's keep moving on. I'm going to go across the street. This is where the fire department is. So why don't we check this out next? All right, y'all. So we're over here at the fire department. It kind of looks like a cabin in a way too, right? Like it's giving like very woodsy cabiny vibe. But this is the fire department. I can already see the fire truck through the window. I think I'm going to start on this side because I think you enter in this way. So we're going to just scroll down. Inside of here, we have our picnic tables. We have a foosball table in the middle. There's a vending machine, fridge, TV, coffee machine as well. If we go over this way, we have our bathrooms. And then the bathrooms do have showers on the inside of them, by the way. If we circle around, over here we have our fire trucks. There's an venting table over here as well. We have like some, you know, assorted objects and stuff like that. There's also a treadmill and a weight machine. I did not notice that at first. So you can work out here if you want to. And then over here, of course, you have your rooms. So every firefighter gets their own private room, looks like. And there's also a dartboard. Now, if we go upstairs, okay, so oh, I was wondering, y'all, because I was like, is there going to be like a second story? No, I guess I should have known when I looked through the window, but no, there's no a second story, but you do have like a patio kind of area. So up here you have more picnic tables, there's a grill, and then over this way you do have a fireplace. Now, one thing I will say is that I do not think that Sims will use these tables to cook on. If you don't know, like, if you have a table by a grill, Sims can prepare food easier than going in the house and preparing it and then, like, bringing it back out to cook. So what I would do if I was going to play here is maybe replace these end tables with actual, like, table objects. And then that way your Sims will be able to, like, use the table to prep, you know? This could just be decoration, but it's just something that I noticed that I wanted to point out. Yeah, y'all, I would suggest doing that, by the way, if you want to use the grill, because you'll need an empty counter space, and there is no empty counter space here. So maybe the Sims can still cook without a place to prepare the food, but I don't really know. But I would just say, like, maybe replace one of these tables with, like, a regular table at the very least. That's pretty much everything for this lot. Why don't we keep moving on? You know, we'll go back this way for a second because this is a hotel, and we might as well just check it out. So we have actually two resorts. So we'll check out this one first. This one is by the stadium, and then we'll check out this one after. So we'll go over this way first. All right, y'all, so we're down here at the hotel. I was just saying to myself, y'all, that I could definitely see athletes coming here for games, and then like they go right over here, you know, after, or like musicians even. I can see them like performing here, and then like right after it's done, they just go back to their room. Like, that's kind of interesting, right? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and open it all the way up. We're going to go all the way down to the lobby. So down here, you do have your check-in desk, by the way. Wait, I love this little CC. This is cute. It's like a little like mail thing. I like that. But yeah, you do have your check-in desk, and then right over here you have a lobby. So you have two chairs. You also have a bookshelf. Well, there's three bookshelves actually. And then if we go over this way, this kind of like leads you. What's this right here? Oh, I was wondering, y'all. So you know like how most of the hotels or the resorts in The Sims 3, they'll have those rabbit hole rooms that your Sims can go in and freshen up. This lot, I don't believe has that, but what it does have is rabbit hole rugs. So what it is basically that rabbit hole just in rug format. So if you click on the rug, you can like freshen up if you want to. You could turn in for the night. So basically it's the same thing as those rooms, but just a rug. So kind of a good use of space, I would say. But you do have your rabbit hole rugs right here. There's three of them as well. If we go over this way, this appears to be the cafeteria. Look at all these tables, y'all. There's a lot of eating going on in here. And then, of course, over here, you have your buffet tables with a good assortment of food. So this looks pretty nice. There's even a coffee machine, too. So over here, this looks like the pool. There's a pool waterfall, big, nice pool. You have a couple of lounge chairs. And then if we go over this way, oh, is that like a sauna? What is this? Yeah, it's like a sauna. Ooh. Okay, so I don't think this is functional. It's just like a chair, but there is a sauna object from the Sims 3 store that you can fit in here. I don't know if it's big enough, but if you need to make it bigger, you probably could. You could make this functional if you wanted to, but it's supposed to be like a sauna, I guess, or like a sweat room kind of thing. And then over here on this side, you do have a hot tub in this room. So before we go upstairs, if we go in the back of the lot, out here in the back, we have a deck space with a lot of lounge chairs, and then we also have a pool in the middle. We have a little poolside bar. We have a pool waterfall as well. If we go way over here for a second, this looks like a is it like a ski lodge or something where you can buy ski objects? Maybe. Maybe it's either like a gift shop or like a supply store. Probably a supply store, because you know, like there is a mountain, and you know, like I'm assuming when it gets cold and snowy, you know, your Sims can probably like pretend to come here and buy skis and stuff like that. So you do have a lot on display. These I don't think are functional. They just are like decor pieces though, but I guess that's what this is supposed to represent, which is really cool. I like it. There's a couple dumpsters out here too. But if we go ahead and go upstairs though, so for the most part, it's kind of inaccessible up here. There are a couple of chairs in the hallway, but if we go upstairs yet again, as you can see, there's a lot of rooms. I'm not going to go over every single last room, but as y'all can see, they kind of all look similar. For example, you have your bed, you have a bathroom, ensuite, and then you have like a TV, a dresser, and a little chair and stuff. I don't know if any of them come with a kitchen. They kind of like, some of them have different layouts. Like this one has like a double bed and two single beds. And then it also has like a slightly bigger bathroom, but I don't know if any of these comes with kitchens. Probably not. I don't see any. So no kitchens, but you know, they're rooms where your Sims can sleep. And I believe that is everything for this lot. So what I want to do now, y'all, is go and check out the other resort. Well, there's also this lot right here. This is where the bistro is. You know what? Let's check out this one really quick just to see what's here, because the bistro is a rabbit hole. So I don't know what to expect with this one. And there's also like some stuff out here too. I guess it's like the beach area. So you have these lounge chairs out here. There's also a grill, picnic table. I'm assuming these are bathrooms. I think so. Let me just see. Yeah, so you have like your bathroom. Well, okay. You have one toilet. I would suggest maybe putting some more toilets, but you have one toilet and I think that's a sink. Yeah, it's a sink. So you have a toilet and a sink, so it is a bathroom. You also have a fire pit out here as well, so you can like roast food if you want to. But it kind of leads you to this building, and I don't know what is inside, y'all. I don't really know. So I guess we'll just like zoom down and look. When you come in, you have like a little lobby waiting room area. You have your front desk right here. And then if we just kind of circle around, it looks like a fancy restaurant, low key. So you have a couple bathrooms here. You have a coffee bar with like some places to sit down and drink and eat and stuff. If we circle around, we have a couple tables. And then we have like a room over here with some tables. So yeah, it's definitely giving like restaurant. I mean, it's listed as a bistro, so I mean, you know what I mean? Oh, and the rabbit hole rug is right here. I was wondering. I was like, well, if this is on the water, where's the rabbit hole? It's a rabbit hole rug. So basically the same concept as the resort. You can click on the rug, or I guess click on the building if you want to, I guess. But if you click on the rug, it'll kind of have like, you know, you can eat outside if you want to, eat here. Basically all the rabbit hole things that you can do with a normal bistro, you can do with the rug, you know? And then over here, this is like a kitchen. So you have your fridges. By the way, these fridges are from Midnight Hollow. So it does look like you're going to need some store content. And then you also have some counter space. This flour bag is from one of the bakery sets from the Sims 3 store. You have a couple of sinks in here as well. Over here, you have more tables as well. And I believe this fireplace is also store content, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, y'all. This world looks like you're gonna need a lot of stuff for this one. Hold on, y'all. If we go in the back though, this is cute. You have like a little pergola. You have some tables outside as well. The tables, I believe, come with Monte Vista, and the chairs are from the Province set, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but it is store content. But you have like some little outdoor seating. That's kind of cool. It's like right out here by the docks. I do want to kind of see what's here real quick. Oh, it's just like a little shelter for the boats, like a boathouse. Oh, okay. There's also an eventing table and a sculpture station as well. And there's also like a little chair. Okay, but if we go upstairs though, what's up here? Oh, you can stay here if you want to. Oh, it's giving like bed and breakfast low key. So, you have your room with a bathroom attached to it. You have your dressers, and it's kind of like the same on this side, you know? Okay, and is there anything else above it? So we have more rooms upstairs. Okay, that's cool. I wasn't expecting there to be like a place where you can like sleep and eat. It's literally giving bed and breakfast, y'all. Okay, well, we've seen that lot. Now we'll check out, you know what? Hold on. Let's check out the summer festival lot, then we'll check out the resort. So this appears to be the summer festival, by the way. It looks like there's a lot of stuff out here, y'all. So we have trampolines. We have the water balloon fight stations. If we go over this way, we have a pretty big fountain. There's the hot coals your Sims can walk on. You have your water slide over here, your tents, your face painting tent, photo tent, food concession stand. Over here you have some picnic tables as well with the mason jar string lights. So this is also store content. And then if we circle around, we have more picnic tables. We have the hot dog eating stand. Oh, we even have games. So there's a claw machine, whack-a-gnome. We have skee ball and arcade cabinets. A snow cone machine is out here. And then this is like another coffee bar. I don't know what's inside of this one. What's inside of this one? Oh, this is like where the bathrooms are. Okay. Then you have like more places to eat over here if you want to. This looks like it's a nectary register. So you can get nectar here if you want. And then there's also a bar. So you can also order drinks. Like, y'all, they be getting lit out here. You have like another place to sit too. This one is just sheltered, you know. But yeah, this looks like a cute little festival actually. But I believe that's everything. By the way, these are homes. We might as well check out the homes, right? Since we're so close to it. Let's check out. I think maybe this is the only one that you can actually check out. This one does have a couple of Sims at the bottom. This is Susanna Sander, barista bartender. Oh, it's a barista. Okay, and then who is this right here? This is Theo Zimmerer. And who is that on the inside? I just seen someone else. Okay, so this is Sylvia Zimmerer. So I'm assuming like this must be his mom or family member, and I guess this is just like a NPC. Okay, well, it looks like this is a little apartment. So there's really nothing down below, but if we go upstairs, there's a hallway and it leads you up to the unit. So when you first come in, you have your dining room and you have a kitchen. Oh, this is a really cute fridge, by the way. But you have a kitchen down here. You have your armoire. By the way, too, this range hood is store content. And also, this hutch over here is also store content, by the way. But then if you go upstairs, though, you have a bedroom over here in the corner. I love the color scheme. You also have a little upstairs living room. There's a bookshelf over here, too. You have a computer desk, a guitar, an art easel, bookshelf, and there's even like a little like end table with some art supplies on it. Over this way, we have a bathroom. I love that blue color scheme. We have a bedroom right over here with a dollhouse and a teddy bear. There's also a desk. And then we have another bedroom over here. This one also has a computer desk and it also has a little mini bookshelf right here. But this one I don't believe is functional. I think it's just decor. It looks like a 3-bedroom house. And I believe that's everything. So I think like over here, y'all, you can't really like interact with these. I think these are just decorative, I want to say. Now, if we circle around, can we actually check out any of these? I think the one in the middle you can check out. All right, so this is what the lobby looks like. If we go upstairs all the way to the unit, let's see, I guess we'll start by the door. So we have a dresser and mirror by the front door. We have a standing piano, which is this functional? It is functional. Ooh, okay. We have a bookshelf, a living room, and then if we circle around this way, we have a little dining area, we have our kitchen, and then from the kitchen, it leads you right to the bathroom. Now, there is a rug or something. What's this up here? Oh, it's that bedroom. Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, what was that? Okay. Anyway, so when you go upstairs, again, we have our bedrooms. So there's one over here with a drafting table. You have your armoire. And then if we go over this way, there's a little mini dresser in the hallway. And then we also have a kid's room. So there's a crib and a bed. And then, of course, we have a little rocking horse. And that's pretty much everything. So now we can go over to the other resort because I really want to see what this one looks like. Y'all, I really like this one. This one also has that woodsy aesthetic. And there's also a greenhouse attached to it. So like, oh my gosh, let's just scroll all the way down and we'll see. So we're going to go all the way down to the very bottom. And I guess we'll start over here on this side. So if we just turn the lights on for a second. So when you first come in, you have a lot of tables in here. There's also a bar. Oh, you can also enter in this way, by the way. But over here, you also have your check-in desk. Again, this is like a resort kind of thing. In the back, you have a little kitchen. So you have your fridges, you have a little shelf, you have a couple of trash compactors and a sink. If we go outside for a second, you'll see that there's some tables out here. So looks like you're going to have to get your food outside and then I guess you can eat here if you want or bring it back inside if you want to. If we go in the back, oh, this looks like a little mini sauna. If I bring the walls up maybe again, it looks like a little mini sauna right here with a little fireplace. And then out here, you have your lounge chairs. There's a hot tub. You have a little pool back here as well with the pool waterfall. This makes a lot of sense because I was like, a greenhouse at a resort? No, not really. I mean, yes, but not really. Not quite. But you do have that. And if we go ahead and go upstairs, so by the way, I do want to point this out. If you see these floating objects right here, it's most likely because I like tarot cards, use the Sims 3 tool mod, which I believe he did say he used it on the download page. So, yeah, that's probably why they're like floating like that. Whenever I use curtains and I like raise them down a little bit, they kind of float if you have like a multi-story building. When you go upstairs though, as you can see, you have your rooms. So right over here, of course, you have your hallway. And this rug right here is the rabbit hole room rug where you can freshen up or turn in for tonight, you know. You also have your room. So these kind of have a similar layout as well. But these two, for example, have the double beds and it has the ensuite bathroom. It also has the dresser. And then in the middle, you just have a room with 4 single beds and they also have like an ensuite, you know. But they kind of have like similar layouts. And then right over here, you have like a room with some towels, you know, I guess, and like some soap and stuff like that. I guess it's like extra things that you may need. And then if you go upstairs yet again, you have a laundry room right here. And if we circle around, you kind of have like the same thing, just more rooms and stuff like that. There's also a gym, a little mini gym in the corner. So you have a weight machine and a treadmill. And I believe that is everything for the slide. So this one is cute. I don't know which one I like more. Maybe this one because it's a little bit smaller and cozier, but they're both really nice, you know? All right, y'all. So I'm going to be looking for any additional houses. I think these two are houses. I don't even know where you would enter in. Oh, I think right here does a door. So that looks like there's a sim out in front. So who is this? Franska Prince. Hopefully I said that right. And then over here we have Jonas Prince. Hopefully I said that right. So we have the Prince household. So I'm gonna see if I could turn their lights on so we can see what the inside looks like. So when you first come in, you have like the lobby section, and then there's a living room down here. You have your kitchen. There is a little bathroom here, and it leads you to a bedroom. So you have a bed, a computer desk, nice mirror as well. And if we go over here on this side, you have another bedroom. So maybe this is like where Jonas sleeps, you know, because you have like a little toy box. But we have this bedroom. There's a bathroom in the middle. And then over here, we have another bedroom, which I really like the bed sheet. If we go in the backyard, you have a grill, some lounge chairs, a sandbox, a picnic table, and a little garden. So we have garlic, bell pepper, tomato, and onion growing. And if we go upstairs, so up here, you just have like a little stairway. And there's really nothing upstairs, actually. So I guess like everything for the house is just on the first story, you know? So it's a 3-bedroom house. So if we go over to the house that's right beside it, we also have some Sims down here as well. I think this one is also an apartment lot. So we have some Sims out here. So this is Victoria Casagrande. Over here we have Anatonia Hart. And then there's also a sim right here. This is a Phoebe Arnold. Okay, so we have 3 Sims that I think live in this house. So if we go in, I'm just going to go upstairs to their actual unit. So looks like they live on the top floor, I want to say. So let's see. When you come up the stairs, I guess this is their front door. So you kind of enter in, I guess, like the dining room area. You know, so you have your table, there's a computer desk, and then you also have your kitchen over here. There's a fridge. You also have a little mini bathroom right here as well. So over here you have a little mini living room. There's a fireplace. And then over here on this side, you have a bedroom. So if we just bring down the walls for a second, you have a little bedroom here. There's makeup, and you have bags and clothes and stuff like that. So really detailed. And then over here on this side, you have another bedroom. The TV is so close. Hey, yo. But you do have another bedroom over here on this side. There's a dresser as well. And then if we go over here, you have another bedroom with a treadmill on the inside, and there's also some weights right here too. There's a bookshelf in the hallway, and then it leads you to the bathroom, which I don't think there's any lights in the bathroom, so you may want to get one, but you do have your bathroom over here, and it's a really nice size one too. You have a shower and a tub. All right, y'all, so we have some more houses right along here. I'm gonna start at this one first. I don't know if anyone lives at this one or not, but let's just check it out to see. So it looks like we have a dining table when you first come in. There's a fireplace as well. And then over here we have a narrow kitchen. And then over here in the corner we have our bathroom, which I don't think there's a light inside of here, so you may want to get one for the bathroom. But you do have a bathroom back this way. There's a bookshelf over here as well. And then if you go upstairs, let's see, there's a bathroom here. You also have like a home office space with a computer desk and a bookshelf. And then if we go over here, we have 2 bedrooms. There's also a bathroom in the hallway. And I think that's like everything for the house, actually. I don't think there's another floor. So it's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. Okay, well, that's pretty much everything for this one. Oh, by the way, too, y'all, before we go into the houses, I wanted to show y'all this. This is so cute, right? Like, look at the little, like, starlights right here. It's a little, like, walk area. Like, this is really cool. Now, if we go to the house that's right beside it, there is, I think, a family that stays at this one. So it looks like we have a couple of Sims. This one is Wolfgang, and then this one is Patritza Kiefer. Hopefully I said that right. So we have the Kiefer household, or the Kiefer household, and they live right here at this house. So let's go all the way down. This one is also listed as like an apartment house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn the lights on real quick so we can see. So when you first come in, you enter in with a dining room. So you have your table, which I love the table. You have your table, there's a fireplace over here. You have a small kitchen, and then it leads you into a bathroom. If we go back over this way, ooh, we have a little living room section. So you have your chairs, there's a TV in here, there's a dresser, obviously, and then you have your windows where you can look out the window. If we circle around, we have 2 bedrooms. So there's this one with a double bed, your armoire, and a dresser. And then this one over here has the like single bed. So this looks like a kid or teen's room, you know? If we go upstairs again, I don't think there's anything else above this though. So it is just like a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom home, it appears to be. And then over here on this side, these are just like inaccessible. So like they're just decor. I believe these 2 right here are just decor as well. And then I think this is like an actual house. So, oh, this is a gym. This is what the gym is. Oh, okay. So like I was saying earlier at the beginning of the video, some of the CC doors may not work for you. So if you do have that issue where you can't like leave or enter a building, I would delete the CC doors and just replace them, and then it should work. But let's check out the gym. So it looks like you enter in this way. So when you first come in, as you can see, you have your treadmills, you have a weight machine here, and then you kind of have like some makeshift weight machines. So these are just decorative, by the way, but they look like makeshift ones, you know? You have your pull-up bars. There's also a computer desk. You have a couple of vending machines. And then if you go down below, oh, this is like a locker room. So you have your locker rooms over here. You have your showers down here as well. And there's also a little bathroom in the corner. If we go upstairs, however, you have 2 more weight machines. You also have like some like gym equipment over here in the back. And then over this way, this looks like a yoga studio. So yoga is not in The Sims 3, but there is a mod for yoga. So if you download the yoga mod, you can have your Sims do yoga in here, you know. There's also like the ballerina bar. So this is store content, by the way. And then you have your stereo. And that's pretty much it for up here. This is really nice. All right, so that's pretty much everything for here. So if we go over this way, I believe maybe one of these are a house. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Is this a house? Oh, so I think this one right here is the house. Okay. So if we go down, I don't know if anyone lives here or not, but inside of here though, you have your dining room. You also have a living room area right here to it. If we go over this way, you have a little bathroom. If we go around this way, we have our kitchen area. If we go in the back, oh, there are some Sims that live here. Okay, so they're just in the backyard. So we have Felix Helmberg, we have Thomas, we have Benita, we have Giselle, or right over here we have Katarina. Okay. And then it looks like we have an inventing table. We have a couple of bike racks out here as well. So maybe you enter the house from the back. So you enter from the living room instead of like the dining room. Yeah. Okay. So if you go upstairs, however, you have a bathroom here with a tub and shower. And then you also have a bedroom here, maybe like a teen's room. You have your computer desk. There's also a guitar and a little like vanity dresser. And then over here on this side, you have maybe a kid's room. There's a toy box. You have a computer desk and a bed and your little dresser. You have two dressers in here. And then if we go upstairs, let's see, you have two more bedrooms. So both of these have the double beds, but you have two bedrooms and then they both have dressers. And then there may be something else. So there's like a ladder. So if we go all the way up, oh, it takes you to the rooftop. Oh, so you have your lounge chairs. There's a table. There's a grill, a stereo, and it looks like we also have two tomato plants. So you have your little rooftop section. There's also a olive tree, and this is also store content, by the way. So yeah, I believe that is everything for this house. I think all this right here is just decorative, you know? But okay, so if we go back to map mode, if we go over here, there is like a little dance club. So let's check this out real quick. All right, y'all. So this is the dance club. So let's just go all the way down. So when you first come in, we have a couple of booths and there's also a bar over here as well. And of course you can sit down at the bar if you want to. So if we circle around, we have a couple of bowling lanes. So there's 4 of them in all. And then back this way, what's this, like a dance club? Hey, yo. Is this like a dance floor? So there is no dance floor. I'm going to bring the walls up for a second. So you kind of enter in through the archway. There is no dance floor from what I can see, but it looks like a little dance area with a DJ booth. Okay. Over here, you can like sit down in the booth. There's also a sink if you want to get some water. We also have some tables over here as well. And then there's also tables outside of the lot alongside this way. And then if we go upstairs, let's see what's up here. We have a shuffleboard object. There's a dartboard object as well. Ooh, there's even like an arcade with arcade cabinets. And then over here on this side, you have your bathrooms. And then we also have tables alongside this wall. If we go upstairs to the roof, we just have a little fire pit out here. And that's pretty much it for this lot. This one was cool, y'all. I was not expecting there to be so much on this little lot. Okay, so if we zoom out, I believe there's like houses right here. So we'll check out this one really quick, and then I guess we'll check out the one beside it. This one does have Sims out in front. So this right here is Marcel Knapp. So right here we have Oliver Ackerman, and then over here we have Julian Geisenhader. I feel like I said that so wrong. I'm so sorry, y'all. But we have a couple Sims. So if we go ahead and zoom upstairs, you have a dining table right here by the door. You have a bedroom over here as well. There's another bedroom, and then there's another one. So we have 3 bedrooms all right here, back to back to back. And I love how they all have computer desks at them. So there's one here, and then there's also one over there as well. So I love the detail. This one is like super messy, y'all. It's so messy. There's also a kitchen over here too. You also have your kitchen and table right here. You have your living room. There's also a dartboard. And then over here in the back, you do have a bathroom. And then if we go upstairs, what's up here? Oh, so up here, you have a bar, you have a chair, there's a treadmill, a guitar, there's a dresser, stereo, and then you also have a foosball table. This looks like a frat house or like a party house, kind of. Maybe they're both in university or something, I don't know. But that's basically everything for this one. And then what about the one that's right here? I don't know if there's any Sims around it. I do see a Sim, so there is someone that lives here. But let's just go all the way down. So this one is Carola, and then over here we have Burned. I feel like I can't pronounce it properly, but yeah, we have a couple of Sims down here. So they are the family that stays here. So if we make it bright, so you first enter in through, I guess, like a foyer. So you have your dresser and you have an archway, and then there's a bedroom over here. You have your living room with a fireplace and TV. Going over this way, you have your bathroom. There's a bedroom here. And then going over this way, you have like another hallway condo. You have 2 more bedrooms over this way, and then you have your kitchen right over here. And then there's even like a little balcony where you can sit down at if you want to. and I guess like look out the world, so that's kind of cool. And then there's even a balcony in the back. So back here you have a grill, and then you also have a table, and I believe that's like everything for here, I believe. All right, y'all, so let's keep moving on. I do believe there's another house right here, so let's check this one out real quick. Ooh, this house is nice. I don't know if anyone lives at this one. Maybe they do, maybe not. I'm not for sure. But this one is really, really nice, y'all. Let's see, in the yard, we have a table, a couple of lounge chairs. We have some tomatoes growing. There's also some lettuce in the front yard growing. There's a pet bed and a little grill. But I don't know if anyone lives here. They probably do, but I'm not for sure. So when you first come in, we have our kitchen over here on this side. Over here looks like a bathroom. So we have a bathroom here. And then over here we have our living room. There's a fireplace. There's a little dining table. This house looks so cozy. And there's also like a little dresser over here too by the front door. If we go upstairs, however, we have a bedroom over here with some weights. There's a couple bookshelves. We also have a bathroom, another bedroom over here, and then we also have another one. So it looks like there's 3 bedrooms over here. This one has a computer desk, and then it also has like a base in the corner as well. And I don't think there's like another story, so I think that's like everything. There is like a little back balcony, and then there's also like one in the front of the house, but there's really nothing on them, you know? But that's pretty much everything for this house, y'all. This one is nice. All right, so before we move on, y'all, I want to go back this way for a second. This looks like the ski slopes, so you can't really use this. This is just like decorative, by the way, but I did want to point it out, you know? So I know like when it gets snowy, this little area is probably going to look so cool, you know? Like imagine your Sims riding all the way up and then being able to slide all the way down, you know? That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, there's something up here. I guess this is like the other one. Oh, okay, I see. But yeah, like imagine your Sims being able to like actually do this. In The Sims 4, you know, we do have sledding, but imagine if this was like functional in The Sims 3. That would be so cool, right? And then right here is also listed as a festival lot, but there's really nothing here. So I don't know if anything spawns. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not for sure. It could just be decorative though. All right, well, that's pretty much everything for that section. So let's keep moving on, y'all. Why don't we maybe check out, let's check out this first. This looks like a graveyard. Ooh. Oh, y'all, this is cool. It looks like a church. Before we go inside, let's look outside first. So as you can see, we have a lot of graves out here. There's a lot of graves. There's a lot of space too. So if you want to add your own graves, you definitely can. There's a lot of space out here. You even have like more space over this way. You have your mausoleum. There's a couple of benches. There's even a wedding arch if you want to get married out here. And then if we go around this way, there's even like a little pond over here in the back. You have a couple of dumpsters out here too. And I believe that's like everything for outside. Oh, wait a minute, y'all. I don't think you can actually go inside of this. I think this is a rabbit hole. Oh, I guess it's like a mausoleum rabbit hole. Okay, so you can't go inside of it. Okay, good to know. That's so interesting. So there's 2 on the lot. That's so cool, y'all. Imagine if you could go inside that though. That'd be so cool. Okay, so it looks like over here we just have more rabbit holes, and it looks like it's over here by a train station. So I'm gonna assume like over here you have your rabbit holes. Yeah, so you have like administration center. Oh, I think these are like the university buildings maybe. Oh, because like over here you can like do a figure class. There's a college of arts. Okay, I see. So yeah, that's why there's no library in this world, because I Like Tarot Cards wanted your Sims to be able to take skill classes to earn skills. So like, as you can see, there's like some university rabbit holes. You have your military rabbit hole over here as well. You have your College of Arts, College of Business, the Stadium and Annex. You have the College of Science over here as well. The Business and Journalism rabbit hole is over here as well. So you have like a bunch of rabbit holes. Now, I don't know if there's anything inside of this building or not. Can we just check it out to see? It looks like a train station. Let's make it bright so we can see. So you have like a little lobby waiting area over this way. This looks like the front desk area. You have a couple of ticket booths. These, by the way, are store content. So back here looks like a office space. So you have 2 more computer desks. And then over here we have a couple of bathrooms. There's also a couple of vending machines and a little place to sit over here. But yeah, I think that's like everything for this little section though. So I believe over here are the last community lots in the world. So we have a base camp and then we have an art gallery. Let's just check this out really quick. So it looks like a castle, you know? It looks like it's a castle. So we do have a parking lot. I guess we'll check out the art gallery first, and then we can go and check out the base camp. Okay, so before we even go inside, looks like you can get married out here. So you have your wedding arch, there's chairs, you have your buffet tables. Over here you have picnic tables where you can sit down and eat. And there's even like a grill and a table out here. Interesting. And then like up here we have a chair. You can also look out at the world if you want to. Interesting, interesting. So let's just open it up and see, y'all. So I believe this is listed as an art gallery. So let's see. When you first come in, you have your front desk. You also have a little place to sit. Over this way looks like a little coffee bar, cafe kind of area. So we have that over this way. Over here looks like we have a Showtime stage. Yo, what is going on? So we have our Showtime stage, and then over here looks like a little dressing room. So you have your dressing room. There's a bookshelf in here. You have your dressers. Interesting. And then maybe if we go upstairs, let's see. So, okay, so maybe up here we have like the art gallery part, you know? So up here we have a couple places to sit. We have some art and some sculptures on display. So it looks like we have some of those. There's even like a knight statue over here as well. We have like some more stuff over here. Ooh, this is cool. So then if we go down the hallway, we have more knights, you know, and then in here we have some more stuff. So if we just scroll down for a second, as you can see, we have a little room over here as well. There's bookshelves. It's really nice. So over here looks like maybe a living room, you know, on display. Then we have a couple of bedrooms on display as well. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Now, if we go upstairs yet again, let's see. So we have some more art on display. We have a couple places to sit down, obviously. And then if we circle around, over here we have a lunar horoscope object. And then there's some more art over here as well. And then if we go over this way, we have some sculptures. We have some graffiti on the wall. We also have like some of these like little hedge sculptures as well. So over here, we have an inventing table, a time machine, and a sculpture station. And then it leads you into, I guess, like an art room. So you can make your own art if you want to. I guess you can also enter in this way. And then like you have a sculpture station as well, some easels. And then over here looks like a theater maybe, or like a room where you can watch documentaries maybe. So this is interesting too. Like, I honestly think it's like a dual purpose lot, you know? So it looks like everything on this side. What about over here? So, oh, this must be like the base camp part. So there's like tents out here. We also have a bonfire object as well. Oh, so this right here just must be like decorative. Yeah, so you can't really do anything with that. Oh, okay, I see. Well, it looks like over here we have a couple of park benches and a picnic table, but that's pretty much everything for this lot, y'all. All right, y'all, so it looks like we have some more houses to check out, but that was the last community lot, by the way. And since we've been looking at the houses as we've been going along, I guess we could just keep moving on. So I'll check out these houses right over here. So, oh, you know what? I thought this was a house. Never mind. This is decorative. There is a house right over here, and it looks like we have a couple Sims that live here. So we have Kurt, we have Helga, Larissa, and we have Manuel Scott. Hopefully that's pronounced that right. And they live over here at this house. So let's just scroll all the way down. So when you first come in, we have a little like foyer, but we have a dresser. We also have a bedroom over here with a computer desk and another dresser. And then over here we have our living room, which I love the windows and the view of the world. We have our keyboard. And, ooh, look at the table and chair. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I could be wrong, y'all, but I really just want to see for a second. Are these like actual... Okay, so I don't think these are like actual chairs that can like slot here. I think these are just like moved here with move objects. Okay, so you might have to like swap these out for like actual chairs, you know? But we also have a little kitchen down here as well. And there's also a little bathroom. If we go upstairs, we have a bedroom over here with an armoire. We also have a bathroom. There's another bedroom here and here. So it looks like we have 3 bedrooms up here. There's also one down below. So it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. I believe that's everything for the house. Now there is a little garage. It's kind of empty though, but there is a car inside of it. But that's pretty much everything for here. All right, so if we just keep going down, there's also another house right here. This house has horses. So let's see. We have Champ and Gustav. There's also Adam, Mateus. We have Peter, and then we also have Sona Roman. So this looks like the Roman household. All right, so when you first enter in, you have a little foyer, and it leads you to the living room. You also have a dining room area right here. And then we have like stables in the back of the house. So you have 2 stables, and then you have a little dresser. Oh, you can enter in this way. So you can go this way to the stables. And then over here looks like we have our kitchen area. And then if we go upstairs, we have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. So we have 3 bedrooms, and then these two are kind of similar, you know, but they have desk in them. And then if we circle around, we have 2 bathrooms as well. And then if we go upstairs, yeah, again, I think that's pretty much everything for the inside. And then in the outside, we have our barn door. We also have a hitching post, and we have some of the obstacles out here that the horses can jump over as well. And I believe that's like everything for this house as well. Oh, and then even in the back, y'all, I didn't even see this. There's chickens back here. So they also have chickens. Okay, y'all. So we do have a house that's right beside it. And there's also a family that stays at this one. Ooh, there's a lot of Sims here. We have Claudia, Giovanni, Otto, Caroline. We have Ida, Tristan, and Leona. So there's a lot of Sims that stay at this one, y'all. This is the Swarzar family. Hopefully I said that right. But they live at this little house right here. There is a pond out in front so you can fish. There's also a couple of lounge chairs out here as well. There's even some harvestables like tomato and lettuce out here as well. They also have a beekeeping box out here. And there's even a garage. So let's check out the garage first. Oh, well, that's really not much in here though, but you do have a truck and some stuff in the corner. If we go inside of the house, however, you have your foyer, you also have your computer desk, and then over here you have a living room, which I believe this coffee table is store content, and I also think that this dresser is store content as well, and even this dresser is store content. But anyway, when you go over this way, you have your dining room. Going over here, you have a kitchen area, you have a little table, and then you also have your fridge as well. There's also a bookshelf down here too. And then if we go in the backyard for a second, there's a pool. We have a couple of pool chairs out here as well. And then, oh, this is the stables. So you have 2 stables for the horses. There's also a litter box over here too. And there's also a cat condo. And yeah, so I think that's like everything for the first floor. So when you go upstairs, we have 2 bathrooms at the end of the halls. There's also 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. Looks like 2 of them are like for kids and the other 2 maybe for like older Sims, you know. I didn't notice this at first, but there is a grill, pet house. We have apple trees back here. There's a picnic table, and then there's also like another little chair over here too. But that's pretty much everything for this house. So I think there's only 2 more houses to go, which are these 2 down here. We'll check out this brown one, and then we'll check out the other one. So there is a Sim in the front yard. This is Philip Einshut. And then we have Kiki. There's also another Sim over here. We have Mary Ike Einhurst. Hopefully I said that right. And then they even have a cow plant. Ayo. That's store content, by the way, all the cow plant is. But let's turn on the light. But again, they live in this house. It's really cute. So I guess we'll check out the garage first. It looks like somebody is a witch, but we have an alchemy station. We also have an art easel, a broadcasting station in here. What's going on down here, y'all? Okay, a bookshelf. We have some of these display cases. What's going on? Okay. Well, if you enter the house, we have a little foyer. We have our dining room. There's also a little kitchen area back this way with a couple of food bowls. If we go upstairs, we have 2 bedrooms. And then we also have a bathroom. There's a cat condo, a little computer desk. And then if we go upstairs again, I think that's like everything. So it's just like a 2-story house. So what about this house over here beside it? So we do have a couple of Sims out here. This is Sandro, Blitz. We have Gregor. And then right over here we have Walburga. Hopefully I said that right. So they live in this house right here. I do see a hot tub out here and a swing. But let's go ahead and go all the way down. So when you first enter in, you do have a little like foyer / home office space. Going over this way, you have your bedroom. I do have the lights turned up. I guess just some rooms are darker than others. Over here, we have our kitchen. And then over here on this way, we have our living room. Back this way, we have a dining room with a fireplace. In the back, we have a couple of lounge chairs. There's also a picnic table and grill. And then, of course, we do have that hot tub I was talking about earlier. And then if we go upstairs, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms. So this one has a single bed, and there's 3 bedrooms that have the double beds. There's also 2 bathrooms at the end of the halls, but I believe that is also everything for this house as well. There is a balcony at the front of the house and the back, but there's really not much on the balconies, you know? Now, there's nothing really this way, but before we go, I do want to go into edit town mode because I do want to see if there's any additional lots in this world. So let me look. I think there's supposed to be 3 maybe over here, or maybe 2. Oh, there's 3. So you have 3 additional lots over this way. What about on the other side of the world? Are there any more additional lots? There is one back here. There's a house back here, y'all. Wait a minute, I didn't see these. Whoa, wait. Okay, I think this might be the criminal warehouse. I think so. But I didn't know there was like another house back there, y'all. So let's see. Yeah, this is the criminal warehouse back this way. Okay, so that's like a rabbit hole for the criminal career. But the other one was like SOS. So like, what's here at this one? Oh, it's like secluded. Yo, I promise you, I didn't even see this at first. There's a couple harvestables. So we have peppermint, basil, and bumbleaf. What's on the inside of this house though? Let's see, inside of here, we have a table, a bookshelf, a dresser, and a fireplace. And there's also like a sleeping bag too. So I don't really know, but it looks like a little cabin in the woods. But I think there's only like 3 additional empty lots. But if you wanted to, you could probably go in and just add more, you know? But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. Again, this world is called Felsdorf. Hopefully I pronounced that right. And then again, it is by I Like Tarot Cards. So I really like this world, y'all. It's small, cozy, and there's a lot to do here, you know? But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below, follow me over on Twitch while I stream a lot of The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Thanks for watching!